YouTubers there, here, and everywhere. Break out some drink. Get your bongs out. Kick back for a few with me, man. I was watching the Young Turks and I saw something very, very wild. I saw a black Republican saying, "I'm down with the Tea Partiers," and that was not the wild thing. The wildest part were the responses about how could this black guy be down with the Tea Partiers, and they was kind of like mimicking the Joy Behar point of view. They were saying, "Didn't you see the guy with the monkey referred to Barack Obama? Didn't you see go back to Kenya? Didn't you see the blatant racism? Nobody even discouraged them for being there. How can you still stand with them?" And I was stroking my beard like so, and as he responded something like this. He was like, "I didn't organize the event. I can't tell the guy to get out. There was nobody, he didn't have a great cheer from the crowd for holding the monkey. He wasn't kicked out either. But the guy has his own views. The guy represents a racist fringe rather than the majority of the Tea Party. Matter of fact, come to speak of it, does anybody even know where the Tea Party started? Because damn sure didn't start with some damn Sarah Palin hopping on the tail end saying, "I'm a Tea Partier, don't you know, and she's the leader." Don't be fooled. Stop drinking this Kool-Aid. The Tea Party started by a guy named Bob Basso who dressed up as Thomas Paine around maybe a year and a half ago, who was quoting from the Common Sense book that Thomas Paine had wrote. And it was written in 1700 God knows what, and the odd thing is it was so relevant then, and it's so relevant now. You should, matter of fact, I'm going to put the link down there so you can see its relevancy now. It will move you as a friggin' patriot. It'll get you right here. But after people started to send tea bags to their congressmen, after people showed up to Bob Basso's rallies, he got a whole lot of political strength because of the sheer numbers of the average Joes involved. And then Glenn Beck recognized it and patted the guy Bob Basso on the back, said, "Hey, this is the guy that started this, and he did the whole Thomas Paine thing, seen by over 30 million people so far." You probably know what I'm talking about. But then this takes us to now. What I've seen in the last year is a really demonization of the Tea Party movement. It's a bunch of racists. Do you see these guys? Nobody's calling them out, and it's not just Joy Behar saying this shit. It's a lot of these political pundits out on the news media saying that the Tea Party is racist, and then they go to the, "Oh, well, where's the birth certificate lady?" And you know what? I want to know where the birth certificate is, along with 80% of the nation, according to an AOL poll taken around a year ago. So they're not a fringe either. And when you go get a new reasonable facsimile birth certificate, when you say you have a birth certificate and you show us the new one and don't show us the old one, and say you showed us the original the whole time, people will raise questions. Not just white people, not racist people either. Black people, red people, intelligent people who knows when the wool is being put over their eyes. But let's get back to the Tea Partiers. The Tea Partiers are just a bunch of average Joes like me, like I said, but try to look between the lines when you see the media coverage. Do you really believe that every Tea Partier believes Barack Obama is a monkey? Do you believe that every Tea Partier is a racist, or even a friggin' majority? That's like saying the majority of the nation is racist, and I don't believe that. Yes, racism exists. It's an ugly, ugly part of life that's always going to exist so long as there's different cultures and different skin colors. As long as there's pride within your group, like I'm proud to be a black man. You might be proud to be a white dude, that's cool. But then there's always going to be those guys that take it overboard. But what's not cool is when you have a good thing like the Tea Party, like the protest, like And the Tea Party, let's get this straight. The Tea Party is protesting the bureaucracy of the government. The Tea Party is protesting the goddamn unfair taxes that we all go through, because it's really, really unfair. Think about how much taxes that you really have to pay. It's a lot. Going where? And the whole Tea Party started with no taxation without representation. We're taxed on our bills. Who okayed that? Did you okay that? Did you really okay to be taxed on your damn cell phone bill, on your water bill, on your electric bill? Is that fucking fair? Nobody took that to you. What happened is our elected officials said it was cool and it was going to pay for something and it would be phased out in a little while. It never got phased out. Kind of like now I'm not going to say Gilmore and the no property taxes in Virginia. Do we still pay property taxes in Virginia? Yes, we do. Political lies. Told by guys that want to get elected. Told by guys that are not our neighbors, that are not our preachers, that are not our teachers, that are not our friends, our family, guys that live in the hills, and we never even see them. They're part of the new ruling class. The lawmakers, the movers and shakers, and apparently we feel that they're better than us and they know the government and the insides and outs of it better than we do, and they should regulate it. That's where the Tea Party started. We want to end that. That's for goddamn sure. We want to end these 1,500 pages of bills that get passed every day, written in legalese, for whom, by whom. Huh? Congressman write this? What, Senator Dodd wrote a 1,300 page bill? Or was it him and two other co-authors? After Congress, after the interviews, before dinner. Really? Come on! Stop it! It's written by lawyers, for lawyers. By lobbying special interest groups or whatever the fuck you want to call them, for people that have money. And we get the end result. Taxes here, taxes there. New legislation that impacts my private property, that impacts my civil liberties, and we don't know where it came from. We're just caught between an invisible vice. And that's where the Tea Party started. So why wouldn't a black man be for that? Why wouldn't everybody be for that? That's why people are taken to the streets. That's why people sent their damn tea bags, until the point where they said, if you're sending tea bags, we think that the tea material attached to the Lipton tea bag is not tea. It might be something else, and we might send a goddamn cop to your fucking door for sending it. Nah, that's why. When the government makes it hard for you to protest the government, and did you know that I think it was like last April something, last summer, there was like 1 million people strong in front of the goddamn White House, and they tried to say it was 10,000, 20,000. No, it was 1 million people. Check the footage. Investigate the Tea Party, rather than just falling into this propaganda of them being portrayed as racism. This protesting in the streets, this non-violent protest, according to Basso, is a mimicry of the first Tea Party, when they was throwing the goddamn tea over the ships, since they was being taxed to death then, and it's happening now. They're doing a 200-year rerun, and we're the extras, and I don't like it, and I have a feeling that you don't like it either. So investigate some shit. And do some shit too. Rather than just look at my video. Make your own. Help some people in your community. You don't have to save the world, just save it. I live in the ghetto, so I help some ghetto people sometimes. Do the same. Strengthen our community and give it power, so we can take back what's ours, this great nation. So we could boot these goddamn bums out. Y'all be blessed, and as usual, be wary.